unusual. We'll show you how to understand peace according to the scriptures, right? The first we'll go to Deuteronomy 1 and verse 1.
Hallelujah, right?
Have it? Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
I'll read 21
A
and 1.
little louder.
Right, I'll read 21 and 1 and you'll just follow.
Just
right?
follow along till we'll show you how to understand.
This is only 1 and verse 1. So it says, these be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. Right? These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan.
So, see here that Moses was speaking unto all Israel, right? Only one nation of people. He wasn't speaking to like Africans, the so-called white man, or nobody else, right? So it's only Israel, right? So it starts at Deuteronomy 28 and start at 1. So this will show we now see who it is Deuteronomy was written to, right? So now we're going to prove that we are the Israelites according to the Bible.
So this is book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. So it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.
Right, so the Most High said how if we hearken, meaning if we listen to what it is he said, listen to the commandments and obey them, we're going to put we above every other nation on the face of the earth, right? How we living right now today? How we living here? Speak up a little.
Living under, to me, under every nation, under poverty, under stress, under, you know, in opposite to the word that God said.
Right, so when I read Deuteronomy 20, right? And I read from 1 to 14, we show you how the Most High would bless us if we keep the commandments, right? Right, what you say we live, how we living?
Under the word that God said.
Yeah, opposite to
What God said, yeah.
what we know, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to show you why it is we living like that. Bring up verse 15.
So this Deuteronomy
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
So this Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, right? But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these blessings shall come
All
upon
these curses shall come upon thee.
we're going to have a good time.
All these curses shall come upon thee.
Right, so the Most High said, if you want to listen to the word of God, this is going to be on the nation of Israel, right? Which is the proof that is our people, right? And verse 16.
Right? And overcome thee this and take thee. Right? Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
How it is we people living in the city?
War, curse, it's not just curses.
You own any businesses in the city? How we living according
If
to
you
that?
have your own business, if you're struggling with the business,
Exactly, right?
struggling.
Police coming and move around the street and for us being late because you own anything, right? If you have a little store selling something, right? Right, so continue. Right, so read over verse 16 on.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Right, so in the city we people living like nothing, like if he's nobody, right? You know, we don't own no businesses, and if we do own business, we gotta go to the same master to get the same product to sell, right? When I say curse in the field, you know, if it is, you have any form of business at all, right? It might be home, or you might have no, wherever it might be, right? Who just own your products? It is a green and Paula Spring right now.
Who own the products?
Yeah. What it mean? The parcel, police parcel, and
I'm taking the goods and then
season everything,
yeah,
right?
season everything.
Right, so that is a blessing or that is a
There's a curse. There's a curse, remember, but I sometimes I go when they have a sometimes to get a buy a table. To buy a table is $700 for that table. When they come and take that table, you have no other form. That's the only source of income. That's the only source of income. And when they take it from you, what they leave it, they don't know their choice. Sometimes when they take that from you, you break down and cry. Sometimes you ask them what it is that do and I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see if you're trying to do it right. I've seen many people going through that.
What's the purpose for we going through these places?
Well, see, I believe that some main factor people not looking for is they're not looking to his food.
Right, so this is
That's one. Two, I believe the next thing. Sometimes you're living up there, but you're going through a testing time. Sometimes you have to go through a testing time.
right.
So see how strong your faith is.
Right, but majority of people do have faith in yourself. This is the
Because we live in carnal, you see. We live in there's a carnal world and we getting caught up in the carnal things. People living after what the eyes can see. They're not living for the spiritual realm to believe in the word of God. That word, God would have to, must to, bound to come to pass.
And if you look at it too, right? It says, "Kill shall thou be in the city." We know that in the west part of the city is the ghettos and thing, right? Now, although these are small country and thing, majority in the world who live in these ghettos and thing, people like me and you, right? Calling these me and you, we call in America and thing, the west part of the city is like the hood, and who controlling the hood, these so-called black people, right? So, and if you notice, right, what's our problem in the city? What's our problem in Trinidad right now?
Work, job, money.
Yeah, but it's spiraling and it affecting the whole of Trinidad right now. What's our problem right now? Crime, right?
Yeah.
And who committing all these crimes?
Black man, people in the city.
Right, and especially,
right. So I'll just show you why it is going through that in the city, right? So this is the book of Deuteronomy. Um, 28 and verse 54. It's a minute ago, now we have to follow. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. Whoever evil eye towards one another. What type of people?
Ghetto man.
Or who is the ghetto man?
People like me and you.
Exactly. Right? So this is curses that going to be on the Israelites, right? Because we know when we moving around, you'll see an Indian helping our next Indian, right? You see the Chinese helping out the Chinese, right? Chinese will have a business here, and next one across the street, one lower down the street, and they're living in unity, right? But the scriptures say that you'll put curses on the Israelites so that we can identify who is the Israelites, right? So I'll read it again from the top, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye will be evil towards his brother. Meaning that if you see a man pack, you'll see a man going on a little robbing. You go and thief car, you go and, do all manner of wickedness to that brother, right? Then we see the other nations and them helping one another. Right? And towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Who this talking about? What type of people this describing? Right? Is it correct? Right. So, we're not going to
chapter 28 and verse 45, right? It says, "Moreover, all these curses come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
Alright? So these curses placed upon we because we didn't want to listen to the word of Moses, right? That is why we're going through these curses, and then you bring it from the top again.
Right? So it says, verse 45, right? Deuteronomy 20 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Right? So because we didn't want to listen to the word of the Mosai, right? The Mosai say, if you don't want to listen to me, I'm going to put you under these other nations and them, right? How it is we forefathers them come to the Caribbean,
They came on slave ships.
slave ships, right? You believe that in the Bible?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64, right? And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the end of the earth even unto other, and there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
right, so the Mosai say that how you not scatter the nation of Israel, right? So what? How we come down here, is it?
Slave ships.
Right? So it says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among the people. Right? So if you notice, anywhere you go, you'll see Israelites all over the face of the earth, right? Among the people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there we shall see other gods. Right? So the Mosai scatter we amongst every nation under the heaven, right? And what we doing right now, we're serving other gods, right? We're serving Buddha and Krishna and this kind of thing, Allah and bowing down to big stone and all this kind of business, right? So there's a curse that the Mosai put on the Israelites, right? Say we were sent into slavery on ships, right? I'm going to prove that in Leviticus.
Deuteronomy chapter 68 and verse Deuteronomy 25, yeah, 28 and 68. Sorry. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, so the Mosai say after we did not scatter we throughout the four corners of the earth on slave ships, right? And nobody going on buy the meaning, nobody going on take you out from wherever they put you on the face of the earth, right? So all these things are places that people went through. One people alone went through, right? Which are the Israelites, right? Because if we descend from the people that come off the slave ships, right? Which was the Israelites, generation coming on, right? Who that mean we will be taken?
Slaves.
Now we say,
We have curse upon us. So
yes, we come from the ancestors was slaves, right?
right.
So it say, this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16, right? Deuteronomy. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I speak unto thee. Thou shalt see it again no more. Right? So we didn't see we go on slavery on ships. Now we didn't see the homeland again no more, right? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, meaning slave men, and bondwomen, meaning slave women, and no man shall buy you. Right? So we'll go on slave ships, right? And nobody will give me, from the captivity that was in, right? Meaning freely and
Yeah.
take me
Yeah,
back.
that's free, yeah.
Right, so we're going to see the homeland again, right? Still in the land of captivity, right? So who it is that take and put into slavery?
Israelites,
So then what that mean?
they make me. What did make me as
Yeah,
an
what
Israelite?
that make our people? If they take the Israelites and sold them into captivity, put them on slave ships, scatter them throughout the
So
four
they're
corners
not
of the
Israelites who were Jewish slaves?
Israelites, take the Israelites, right?
Right, and put them
Have them in captivity,
captivity.
put them on slave ships and scatter them across the four corners of the earth,
Right.
right? So what would that make me and you do? If we descend from Israelites, right? Ancestors
Well,
are the
these
Israelites.
Israelites from the ancestors that they
Exactly.
put us.
We is
Ancestors.
Israelite, right?
Right,
But because of sin,
right.
the Mosai put me into drive me into slavery under these other nations and them, right? Because we sin against the Mosai. This is what is protected. Right? We is the Israelites. Right? We are not slaves. We went into slavery. Slave is not a race of people. Slave is just a slave is something that you just go through, right?
Face them.
Yeah, phase in life that you go through, you're not slave, right? That is not who he is. Right? So these Israelites went into captivity and they scattered them throughout the four corners of the earth. And we descend from the Israelites and them. That would make us the Israelites of the Bible. Right? So without certain, we went through these things because why? We didn't keep the commandments of the Mosai, right? Because you notice in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. Didn't that know that?
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
Now bring it up, right? This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the face of the earth. Right? So start out if we hearken to the Most High. We then listen to what it is he saying, right? By keeping the commandments, right? He will not put us above all nations, right? But because we didn't do that, under every other nation as you are now seeing down, right? So that is why we went into slavery, because they didn't listen to the word of the Most High. Right? And again I'll bring it back to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken, right, unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So the Most High say, if it is we don't want to listen to him, if we don't want to keep the commandments, right, the Most High will not put Israel under a curse. Right? And the curses being under the other nations and them in captivity. That is why we in this position we need to be. Right? It also say in verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city. How we living in the city? Poor. You have nothing, right? Killing out one another and all them things, right? As in 54 say, you'll have an evil eye towards you, brother, right? Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Right? Cursed shall be thy basket. What is we have? We have nothing. You go to work just to get enough to eat for this week and to go back out to work next week. Right? So your basket have nothing, meaning no wealth. You have no wealth. No form of wealth, right? Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. Right? You know what the fruit of your body is? The fruit of your body is speaking about your children, right? Right, the fruit of your body, right? Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land. Right? So the children curse. How we train on them instantly. You know, also that gang and all kind of foolishness, right? So that is a curse. And the Most High put on we train on them. But we can't enjoy we train on them, right? You have to send them off to school. When we reach home, we're so tired that you have no time to spend with train on them again, right? So the streets now growing up with train and raising them up. Right, to follow what? all manner of foolishness, right? That is why now, instead of the children bearing the parents bearing the children, and them guys are curse on the people, right? And the flock of thy sheep, right? So if we try to raise animals and all, see that we want people to them out, right? Because we have nothing as a nation of people, right? Right? But the point being that the Most High says, if it is we don't listen and we don't keep the commandments, we're going to place curses upon you, right? So we're going to show you now some of the commandments of the Most High, right? Leviticus 11 and verse 7.
This is book of Leviticus 11 and verse 7. Right? So it says, and the swine, though he divided the hoof, and he cloven footed, yet he chewed not the cud, is unclean to you. Of their flesh ye shall not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
And so is it good?
Not so. I would say no.
This is a commandment of the Most High, right? These are some of the things that have no position we need to do, right? We're not going to do anything.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right, so a pig is an unclean animal. Like the stickless animal that they have on the face of the earth, right? Them really actually is garbage disposal. If they eat anything, right, they will leave a dead body.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah,
A pig don't sweat, they have no pores to sweat through, right? So all the filth does remain in the system, right? So when you eat the pork, what it is you have inside of you?
yeah, I just continue.
Exactly. So this is why the Most High said you should eat garbage disposal of the face of the earth, right? Continue. Right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right? Then says supposed to touch a dead pig. Right? That's a commandment of the Most High. And as I say earlier on, you're in this position because you keep breaking the commandments of the Most High, right? You want to live a good life, right? But you want to do what it is we want to do, right? It don't work like that. To live good is when you're living according to the word of God, right? Right, so they are continuing.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right, so you see now, you can't eat pig, right? So you don't see where you can eat the what type of fish is it? Is it shark?
No, I doesn't buy shark honey. Sometimes in younger, I eat shark fillets.
What about strips?
I eat shrimps, yeah. I eat shrimps recently.
So that is like the commandment of the Most High.
And I don't know.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the river, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living things which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So we eat fish that have what?
Scales.
And what?
Right? And it says, and all that have not fins and scales in the sea.
Right, so you must have both, right? You can't eat catfish. Catfish when you have fin, but have no scales, right? So therefore you can't eat that. Right? You must have fins and scales. A shrimp have no fin, neither scales, right? So you can't eat shrimps. You can't eat crab, you can't eat lobster. You see crab and lobster on them?
I eat crab. I eat them meat for the longest while I don't have one. That's why. But I eat crab already. But I didn't too like it because I find it that's cut up in your mouth and thing.
Right, but you see me according to the scripture, you can't eat that, right? So from the day you had a pato eating shrimp, crab, lobster, fish that have no fins and scale on it, right?
Yeah, I know that part. I know the scales and everything.
Right, so they are next commandment. And if you look at Numbers 15 and verse
That is Numbers 15 and verse 38. And it says, I speak unto the children of Israel and bid them,
read it over.
speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Right, so this is a commandment of the Musa, right? This is not here just for a style, to look good or to look like, you know, like you're in something. This is, you know, the purpose of this?
It's supposed to be a symbol towards, you know, a message for God. Like, gave you a symbol being an Israelite or something like that.
So I'll show you what it is.
Unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it to remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
Right? So this is to look like, this is like if a man looking at a woman, right? Scripture says a man not supposed to be lusting after a woman, right? So you look at it and say, you know what? I didn't keep the commandments of the Musa, right? I can't watch my brother's wife, right? I can't go and eat this pork, I can't eat the shrimps.
So when you have it on, you keep it commandments.
This is a commandment of the Musa.
Right, so once you use it, like, commandment, to
Supposed to have
remember.
this one at all times. Not only when you come out in public, you're supposed to have it on home and out, right? This is a commandment of the Musa. Right? Bring it back away.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, and that ye seek ye not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring.
Right, so Moses said that he command us to wear their fringes, to keep the law, statute, and commandments to the best of your ability, right? Anytime you're going off, you're supposed to look down at this and know that you're going off. I is not one of these heathens and them, right? And they want Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? Moses made me special, right? Because Moses didn't give these other nations and them the law, statute, and commandments, right? He gave the Israelites the commandments to follow.
Is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So this is like Moses gave the nation of Israel the commandments, right? Because these are special people, we are not like anybody else, right? So this is Exodus 31. Right? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel. This is our next commandment, right? What today is right now?
Sabbath.
How are you supposed to keep, how you are to keep the Sabbath?
And I keep the Sabbath by not dealing with any finances, money. Yeah, you know, gather give God his time. You know, speak the word of God. You and your family come together and, you know, commandments and, you know, study the word of God and all this.
The numbers are in Matthew 5 and 17. So this is Exodus 31 and verse 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep. Right? So the Moses say, give a commandment, right? Commanding the nation of Israel to keep the Sabbath. Right? And here Israel is then speaking about the land. The land can't keep a Sabbath by itself, right? They're talking about the people. Right? So it's saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep, meaning you shall keep. You see, thou shall or thou shall not, and these things are commandments in the Bible, right? For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations. And we still having generations coming up after we, right? So that means it's still at the keep this commandment, right? Right? That ye may know that I am the Lord, that God right? That sanctify you. Ye shall keep my Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. Right? So the wages of sin is death, right? And breaking the commandments of the Most High is something that you get put to death for, right? So you're breaking the commandments of the Most High. And the commandment, one of the commandments of the Most High is that you have to keep the Sabbath day out. You have to keep the holy, right? Because you're breaking the Sabbath. The wages are breaking the Sabbath as well. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Right? So on the Sabbath day, you can't do no form of work. Right? The Sabbath day is just to rest and praise the Most High. Now, we're supposed to praise the Most High throughout the week. Right? But the Most High set apart as a single day himself. Right? He gave 6 days to do all labor and all it is you want to do, right? Verse 15. 6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest. Right? So the Most High gave 6 days to do all formal labor. Right? Holy to be the Lord forever, do it any work. In the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Right? Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations. So like here, I'll just bring it back to your same question. For a perpetual covenant. You following? Right? So it's a covenant between the Most High and the children of Israel. Right? You know what a covenant is?
That is what they keep. Word, they give a word that they have to keep.
A covenant is like one men will put to their contract.
Yeah.
Right? So Israel and the Most High have a contract together. Right? That we will keep his law, statutes, and commandments. And if we do so, we will have blessed you above all other nations, right? But if we keep the commandments of the Most High, so that is why we need condition being today, right? So how we are to come out of the condition being today?
Let's come back and keep his commandment, ask for forgiveness and keep his commandment.
Right? So
It's Matthew 5 and verse 17. It says, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill."
Right? So Yahushua, who the world ignorant to call Jesus, right? He didn't come to do away with the law. I don't know if you go to church or hear the laws done away with and we not got to live by the laws again, right? Sabbath is a law. It's a commandment of the Most High, right? So we have to keep the commandments, how it say, throughout the what? Throughout the generations, right? So which means we still have to keep it today because generations still coming forth on the face of the earth, right? So this is Exodus 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. What holy means?
Holy set apart.
Set apart, right? So the Most High set apart this particular day to himself. Right? So you're not supposed to be doing no form of work, no form of like washing, cooking, cleaning, all these things. You're not supposed to do nothing like
But
that.
if now let me ask this question, right? If you're working, you spread within your family, and you're working, and you're getting paid on Saturday, you have to work on Saturday to get paid to family, provide for your family. What should you do?
You speak a little louder.
If you suppose you're working, you're the breadwinner in your family, and you're getting salary on Saturdays, what should you do?
for an next job if that is so good.
But for the moment, what do you do at the moment?
See, what the Most High commandments to do is keep the law, statute, and commandments, right? Somehow we people know that certain jobs, when they're going to follow out your
No, but
application,
you see, remember, some people lost out in the world, you know, and you bring any shit, you're bringing them into the world of God, the truth. So sometimes, all right, if a man lost out in the world and die, you have to get, I believe you have to get that time to settle.
no, that's why when it comes to this issue, like in one day I learn
I
everything,
understand what you're saying, yeah.
right? So that the Most High say, give us grace,
Yeah.
right? But although that we have grace, it don't mean that because I now come to the truth, I now hear you with our God. I go take my time and do it as I want to do, right? But what you're supposed to do is go to your boss, at least go to the boss and show them, well, this go against, even if you want to call it a religion, this go against my religion. I need to come in on Sunday. I can't work from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Right? You still have to come out and put it to the boss that I cannot work on such and such day, right? Because the boss will know if it is you have a certain thing that you have to do on the weekend or whatever it is, right? But if you come out and ask him, right? And you pray to the Most High and ask him for favor, then the boss man show you favor. The Most High could pray to the boss man's prayer. So granted, that leave for that particular day, right? So this is Exodus 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Right? So it's a day you have to keep holy. Right? Even on my job and all too, they want me to come out on Saturdays as well, right? I let them know it's my Sabbath. That's a day I can't do no way. Right? So I'll go along it. There no action and all. You have to come out and tell the boss that I just be doing XYZ on this particular day. I can't come out to do. Right? They can't just say that I don't feel the boss not doing and good medicine.
I know.
Right? 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. Isaiah 58 and 60. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Right? So this day belongs to who? Belongs to the Most High, right? So you can't say a hard was to work and a hard was to do something, right? The Most High don't have to listen to what it is you say, right? You have to listen to what the Most High say, right? And what he command you to do, right? In it thou shalt do no, shall do any way, shall not do any way. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, in your whole family, and even if you have workers on that day, you're supposed to shut down everything. If you have a business, if you have a closed business, wherever, store, wherever it is you have to shut it down on that day, right? Nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that is within thy gates, right? So even if you are animal, you're supposed to separate the male from the female on that day, right? Because on the Sabbath day, you can't even lay down with your woman on the Sabbath day, right? All that is a form of work, right? So you're supposed to separate the male from the female and all too on that particular day, right? For in 6 days, the Lord made the heaven and the earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. And then he separated that day above all other days on the face of the earth. Right, that is the day that the Most High set aside for you to rest and worship him. Right, even on a whole, your boss man and all too, if you get the opportunity to work this 7 days, you're going to work this 7 days with no rest. Right? But the Most High set apart that day that you can rest and, you know, your body just revive back itself and also, right?
Isaiah chapter 58 and 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and thou shalt honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words. Then shalt thou delight in thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon high places, of the earth and feed with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
And so if it is we do what the Most High command you to do, keep the Sabbath day, stop eating shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, you always supposed to dress properly as modestly as a woman, right? And we show you how we're supposed to dress and also as a woman, right? Male and female, right? And if it is we do what the Most High command we to do, the Most High going and set you above all other nations on the face of the earth, right? But the reason why we at this low estate right now, because you break the commandments of the Most High, right? Let's go to John 5 and 3.
So this is the book of John chapter 5 and verse 3. Right. 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the law of God, that he keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Right, so this is how we just love the Most High, right? By doing what?
Keeping his commandments.
Exactly, right? So bring it down.
For this is the law of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Right, so we have to show the Most. Love is an action word, right? You can't just say we love the Most High, and that you think that could be love the Most High, right? Because a man can just tell his wife that he loves she and going out there, he working, he ain't bringing home nothing at all, he ain't buying no food, he ain't doing nothing at all, right? He ain't saying about she ain't protecting the wife, he ain't doing nothing. All he telling the wife he loves the wife. Right? That don't make no sense. So love is an action word. Right? So if it is we love the Most High, we don't keep the commandments of the Most High, right? What is Deuteronomy 22 verse 5?
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And it says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Right? So it says the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, right? So the woman must not wear, men wear, right? Even something that belongs to men only, right?
The woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man. The woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put a woman.
Shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, right? Neither shall the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall the man put on the woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. Now, abomination is what? That's what we say, right? So, as a woman, you have to know how to dress as a woman, and a man supposed to know how to dress as a man. Right? Now, a man can, if we come out here and be wearing a dress and teaching you the word of God, you can't take me serious. So, why should a man take a woman serious when she wearing men garments? Right? So
this is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 26. So it says, for if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifices for sins.
Right, so after like how you receive in this world today, right, you have to keep wearing dress, you have to keep wearing things that a woman supposed to wear, attire yourself properly, right?
Yeah, but you see, it wouldn't go happen overnight one day because you remember fire don't have cars.
Yeah, I know. I was saying, not because you hear the word one time, yeah, it will take a little time to come in before everything, right? But you can stretch the time.
Right.
You know,
You can't keep doing it willingly.
Yeah, right? But if you do these things willfully, I mean, you're sinning and you're breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? But the Most High will have mercy, He will have grace, but you can't say that, oh, you know what, I get $1,000, let me go and buy this, let me go online here, let me go to, right? Try and take a little me have $50 out of that and buy a little dress, a little skirt, whatever it might be, right? That is showing that the most side that they consider the law, statute, and commandments, right?
So it says, Hebrews 10 and 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
Right? So it's not like you hear any word of God and you went come out today, right? And then you say, no, you know what, I know this is the truth, you know, but I like how pants has made me feel. Right? I willfully sin, I willfully going against the word of the Most High, right? So Most High say if it is you hear the word of God and you willfully sin, you then start to place curses on your hand as well, right? But that is breaking the commandments of the Most High. Yeah, Leviticus 16 and verse 4. When you read Deuteronomy 21 verse 5, right? It's saying that the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man. What woman is wear that men supposed to be wearing?
Pants.
Right, so pants is a man garment, right? When a woman put on pants, it makes she a cow.
Make sure what?
Makes she a cow. She moving in a kind of...
Not everybody, but there's some of them don't feel like man.
Exactly, right? So that is why the Most High wanted to dress as a lady, right? And so that if it is willfully breaking the commandments, then you sin.
So it says, Leviticus 16 and verse 4, he shall put on the holy linen coat.
She shall put on the children.
He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh.
Right, so when you look up that word breeches, breeches mean pants. Before they call it pants, we used to call it breeches, right?
And shall be girded with a linen girdle, and with the linen breeches shall he be attired. These are the holy garments, therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on.
Right, so breeches is a holy garment for men to have on, not the women, right? So most like command men to put on pants. Now today we see that woman wearing pants and talk about boy shorts and tights and all these kind of different things, right? But that woman putting on her tights, all she doing is she just going out in a she underwear. Right? Because a man not supposed to see the shape outlining of a woman's shape, right? What else cause a man to do? Exactly. So when he lost in after he can sin and you will sin. The only doing is a woman is causing her brother to do what? Exactly. Right? So this is Leviticus 6 and verse 10. And the priest shall put on the holy linen garment and his linen breeches. Right? So we see the priest. This is what a man, right? So a man supposed to have on breeches, right? Which is pants. I'll read it from the top. And the priest shall put on the holy, shall put on his linen garment and his linen breeches. Shall he put on his flesh and take up the ash which the fire had consumed with the burnt offering on the altar, and he shall put them aside the altar. Right? So the man, which is a priest in this case, right, supposed to have on the holy linen breeches. Right? So throughout the scriptures you only see that men supposed to have on breeches, right? The Exodus 48, 28 and 41. Right, so a woman supposed to attire herself out.
With skirt and dress and things.
Right, so this is what the scripture says, these kind of garments is for a woman. These are modest, there's a modest way of dressing, right? As a woman, but a woman not supposed to be seen out in the streets, right? Or we are saying you're walking with somebody must see you walking, right? But you're not supposed to have yourself out for every man to be lost after you. Right?
Exodus 28 and verse 41. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother and his sons with him, and shalt anoint them, and consecrate them and sanctify them, that they may be ministers unto me in the priest's office. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness from their loins even unto the thigh.
So, senior idea, right? So these are the teachings on yourself as a man and your sons, right? And it have an order in order to put them on as well for the men. Man is supposed to be having no pants with short up here, right? Supposed to cover your thigh as a man, right? Because we know if a man muscular and you have on something short, they want a woman which just snap for you, right? So it's on both ends, right? So I show you how we're supposed to dress. Right? So this is Zephaniah 1 and verse 8. So yeah, 1 Timothy 1, 2 and verse 9. Right? This is Zephaniah 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in that day, in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all that are clothed with strange apparel. Right, so the Most High say that if it is the wearing pants as a woman, then garments, you will not punish it for it, right? You also say if men wearing women garments, you will not be punished for it as well. Right? And also this is a twofold precept here as well, right? Even if you're clothed with strange doctrine, meaning like you go in the church and you're telling about your saved, right? Scripture show you that he that endure to the end, same shall be saved. Shall is a present text, right? I mean a future text. If I say I shall leave here and go down to, that's not, I mean I leave here as well. Right, so when we see start out, he that endure to the end shall be saved. But the churches will teach you that you don't save already. It's plain water and you save. Right? So what this verse also showing you now too, all who clothed with strange doctrine will not be put to death, they will not get punished for it as well, right? This is how a woman supposed to dress. Bring that.
This is 1 Timothy 2 and verse 9. It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What is modest apparel?
Proper apparel like skirt and dress and...
So it means as a woman you dress in modest.
Right.
Not showing up too much.
Skin and all.
You understand?
It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
Right? So a woman's supposed to be shamefaced, meaning she's supposed to feel ashamed going outside in her leggings tights, right? So a man only watching, we don't know how a man gonna be watching, right? So the man will be lusting after you, only thinking about what? One thing he wants from you, right? That man will have no respect for you. He will treat you as a woman even if he gets you, right? All he would need from you is one particular thing. Right? So then, one more time for me.
And it says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Right, so women supposed to attire themselves fully. Not no halter, back or whatever is all on your back outside. Or you know they have no single part of the leg outside and thing. That's not how women supposed to do it.
Right? With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broody hair or...
So you see that when you say it's shamefacedness, she's supposed to feel how when she goes outside and other people could see she body, right? And when you say it's sobriety, meaning she's supposed to be thinking, right? A sober person does be out. They're on the go.
Yeah.
Your mind picking at everything
Yeah,
you do,
thinking
right?
about what you have
You're
to do
conscious
and
about
what
what
you
you do. This is how a woman's supposed to be, right? Not going out there and you feel you're looking good because everybody can see your whole body, right? Finish it.
Right? Not with broody hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
Right, so it don't mean that a woman can't do up she hair nice. It don't mean that she can't wear gold. Right? You're just not supposed to be wearing nothing too loud where everybody's eyes on you. But even in today's time, if you're wearing big set of gold, what people going to do?
Grab you.
And then after now, who going and get yourself in trouble for that?
Man, what is man? She will not come to the man and the man has to go and do it.
Right? So, as a woman, you're supposed to be thinking about how you're carrying yourself out and how you're presenting yourself out in public, right?
But when you went home now, so you go now with it, it's send a message to type of woman.
Exactly. Well, women could wear gold, but you wear something, you know.
Yeah, but that's the kind of goal these young women want to wear. You know, as I say, she could be wearing that kind of gold. She have a bad man. Them what kind of woman who wearing them kind of gold and don't care. She have a bad man, she have that why she wear that. I'm telling you the type of person that she is.
Because society teach you now that this is the goal, this is the life, this is where you're supposed to be, to make yourself somebody, right? Which is total nonsense. Because, alright, if you have goal, right, that kind of closer to God, when you pray, you tell God that I have to come and go here, and you know me how I think wherever it is, so you know, just give me this blessing tomorrow. That don't make no sense. The most I do value these things. Right? So we, as a people, are chosen people of the Most High, have to value yourself, and we can only do that if we know the word of God.
And live by the word of God.
Exactly, right? So we are to keep the commandments of the Most High. And you see again in 1 John 5 and verse 3. Right? For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, right? So to love God, you have to do what? Right? You have to keep His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous, it's not hard to do. We just make it hard to do, to keep. Right? Because you want to go out there and smoke, you want to go and interfere.
You look for all the wrong things to do.
Exactly. Right?
The right things to do, be too hard to do because you don't like laws and rules, you don't like to follow.
And the Most High said how Israel is a stiff-necked and hard-headed people. You don't want to listen to the word of God. You want to follow everybody
But
else.
it's hard because you tell us to abide by the rules of the land. The rules of the land, people, the government and them don't even want to follow it. Because some people feel laws is not for them. Rules is not for them. Rules is for you and you can't touch it because I above the rules, I above the laws.
And this is what the other nations and them said, right? Because this life is not really about these other nations and them. This is just a testing ground that we on here right now. A majority of the people like to follow after the other nations and them, right? You want to wear the biggest set of gold, you want to have the nicest set of cars, you want to do all these things and have all these things that them have. Right? So instead of studying to run after the word of God, what we people do? Run after the word. Right? So we that know the truth now have to act on what it is we know. Right? And part of acting on what it is you know is Numbers 15 and 38. Where in your fringes, right? So remember if you're seeing somebody, a woman out there wearing some kind of tights or feeling she body, hey, I is royalty, I'm not supposed to just like that. Right? I would something. Because a man that's seeing a woman just like that out there, he don't value shame. He only sees she for one purpose and one purpose only. Right? So with that we say Shalom. Okay, let's cut this thing on there. Waiting.